Hello, Flosstube. It's Jerry Caudill, the Yankee Creek Stitcher, back for Flosstube number 6. It is Friday, November 16th, 2018. I missed last week, and I'm a day late this week. Just super busy. You know how most this time of the year, it's crazy busy for me. I have been super busy trying to get all my Christmas decorations up. I am, I think 90% done. Just have some little fill-in spots I need to take care of. I'm trying to make some ornaments. I kind of changed my ornament decorations this year, and because I changed pretty much everything to farmhouse decor, and I have lots of ornament, the plastic ball ornaments, and what I'm wanting to do is cover them all in either burlap or like this one I did homespun. Just ripped up some homespun, put a few dabs of hot glue on there, and topped it with just a little knot of twine. I have about 150, probably at least, of these that I'm wanting to do. I'm just going to see how many I can get done by maybe Sunday and call it quits. My mother-in-law fell probably about 4 to 6 weeks ago. Had back surgery. She typically hosts Thanksgiving for her side of the family. I have done it a couple years for her, and we're going to do it again this year for her. She's just not up to it yet. So I have to have all the decorations done Sunday, and then I have to concentrate on my menu, and I make the turkey and the dressing and sweet potato casserole and pumpkin roll. So I have a lot on my plate because my cousin is hosting Thanksgiving for my mom's side of the family Thursday at about 4, and we are having the one we're hosting Friday about 6. So it is going to be a yummy, delicious weekend. I'm so excited about it, but I got a lot to get done before I get to that point. So, but I'll just show you a little bit of my Christmas decor. Going through the box, I found this. I love to quilt. This is actually a paper pieced stocking I did. No, I did not realize how many items I have not put my name and date on. But this is paper piece. I love to paper piece projects. I'm such a perfectionist, and paper piecing is so satisfying as far as everything gets lined up and like it's supposed to be. So since we have a new member of our family from this summer, my son-in-law, I am taking over this stocking. I hadn't been using this stocking for you, so this is my stocking, and he can have one of the other stockings that we have. So that's one of my little quilts. And another project I did a few years ago, and I just now pulled them back out, was and I think I'd seen this on Pinterest is where I've seen it. These are just some ornaments. Like the Santa is an ornament, but then the little packages you can get at like little Hobby Lobby. But you cut out a piece of cardboard and place them to where the glass will slide over it, and then glue them in place. And then you gotta, before you put that in there, sprinkle the snow in the glass, and then glue the bottom and shake it around to where it looks right. And I did spray the frosting paint on the glass to make it look a little wintry. And then you could put a pillar candle. I meant to bring a candle in here, but set a pillar candle on top. I had made several sets and gave a couple of sets away to family, and as gifts. It's a Christmas tree with the ornaments. But they're really cool. And like I said, you can get, you know, the different shaped glass. Like this is a bigger round glass, so I was able to get a little bit bigger item in there. But you kind of just shake the snow around to where it looks right. But they're really cute. Another handmade gift. I love handmade gifts, so that's just a few of my decorations that I've, the last little things I need to get out. So we're getting there. Hopefully it'll probably be the week after Thanksgiving. I'll do a video home tour of everything. Let's see. Oh, and tomorrow, my husband and I are going to Actors Theater to see the Santaland Diaries. It's supposed to be very funny. It only lasts about an hour, so we're going to go to the 4 o'clock show and then go to dinner at Stony River afterwards. And if you've never been to Stony River and you have one near you, go. The food is to die for, and the ambiance of the big fireplace and the lighting's low and with a glass of wine, it's just beautiful, and we just love going there. So it's a date weekend, and I'm so excited. Something that I'm all into, I've got one all into item, and Michelle Rudy, I could not think of her last name, Michelle Rudy, Farm Girl, that's on YouTube. She had mentioned these in her Flosstube last week and just raved about them, and they're on Amazon. They're $13, and I think I ordered them Sunday and I got them Monday. It was like super fast shipping, but it is these magnifying glasses. Yes, it looks weird and crazy, but oh my goodness. They come with 5 different magnification strengths, and just in this little case. And so you slip on whichever magnification level you're wanting to use. Right now I'm using a 2. I've been stitching on some 28 count even weave and 18 count Aida. Really wouldn't need it to stitch on my Aida, but after just using them, it's like I never want to stitch without them. They are amazing, and the lenses are small enough because I'm usually floss tubing when I'm stitching, so the lenses, you know, they're pretty small, and just the position of them, you can see your TV screen, so you can see your floss tubes and your chart, so you can look around the lenses to see your chart. But I'll put them on so you can see. They're very small, the lenses themselves, and then these tilt to wherever you need them for your work, and or flip them up out of the way. But I love them. My husband thinks I look silly, but they are amazing. Highly recommend. There was one that had a brand name on. I don't even know what the brand name was. And there's these. I think the other set was 16, and these were 13, free shipping. Great. Highly recommend. Highly recommend. Okay. Go right into stash and haul. I have a couple of shout outs, and I think I'm going to save them till my next video, because I just kind of threw this together the past 15 minutes. I've had so much going on. Yesterday was horrible. We burned up our control panel for our security system because our clothes washer for some reason leaked a little bit. The water dripped down into the control panel for our security system, burned up the circuit board. So now we're without that until it gets repaired or we replace it with another system. And I was at Hobby Lobby yesterday and dropped my iPhone, and now I have pink and green bright lights going across my phone screen. So I see about 2/3 of the screen, and the rest of it is bright pink and green lights. So it was a bad day yesterday. That's why I didn't record yesterday. I'm like, no, I'm not even going to mess with this. Plus, we had an ice storm go through. We had about a 1/4 inch of ice, and lots of people was without electricity. Thankfully, we had it at our home, but our store about a mile away was without electricity from about 2 a.m. yesterday morning till 4:30 in the afternoon. And there are some still people past us still doesn't have electricity as of this morning. So it's just been crazy, and I thought I'm at least going to throw a quick floss tube together. So let's see, Stash and Haul. Misty Purcell, Luminous Fiber Arts. I had purchased a couple of linens from her. I think the last floss tube I had them. Well, and I believe I had mentioned she was going to release a chart, and she did, and it is gorgeous. It is Cardinal Noel. This is her Etsy shop name. Please go there. She has an October chart, and this is her Christmas chart, and it is so pretty. I just love that. Love cardinals. I love the little red stitching in the letters. That is such a cool touch. I love that. But she has the option for PDF download, or you can order the hard copy and she'll ship it to you. Very reasonable shipping charges as well, because with the chart, and the chart, she also, like I said, hand dyes linens and Ada, and this is on a mint green is what she stitched it on. I'm not a very big mint green person, but I thought with the reds, the whites, and the darker green, it would be gorgeous on this, the Color and Cotton fabric that I got last month. It has an ever so slight green tint to it, and I think that would be really pretty on this linen. So I think that's what I'm going to stitch that on. Also, like I said, I got a couple of fibers from her. This is a fat 1/8 of a 28 count, and it's called Faded Denim. And I'm going to try to get a paper here to hold up. It is a gorgeous blue. And what I'm wanting to put on this is probably a Christmas snowman scene. But it is a very, very pretty shade of blue. I just love that. And I also got, I believe this is, yeah, a 28 count fat 8 of called Midnight. And it is a gorgeous, it's almost like a dark navy. But it's black. But for some reason, I don't know if maybe it's just the lighting today. It looks ever so like a blue tinge, but it's gorgeous. Gorgeous. Have no idea when I'm going to stitch on that, but I wanted to get a darker piece of fabric. And her modeling is just, I just love it. Visit her, support her. Her fabrics are very popular. I mean, she gets them loaded on Etsy, usually on Fridays. And Friday evening, Saturday, they're gone. They are gone. So she does have a newsletter. If you go on there, sign up for her newsletter, so you get kind of a, normally she'll announce it on her floss tubes, which she usually posts on Saturday or Sunday. But she sends a newsletter out like the day before or the day of that she releases things onto her Etsy shop. So I signed up for that, and it's paid off. The past couple of times she's posted fabric, I was able to get some. Okay, another chart that I got, this was off Etsy as well, from Cross Stitch Supplies. It's the Prairie Schooler, Santas, and Snowmen. And I believe it was Misty was stitching on these, is where I seen this chart. And oh my gosh, they're so adorable. Snowmen and Santas. I just love it. And one of these is a finish for me. I'll show you that in a bit. But you get all of these charts. Love, love it. And I intend on stitching all of those. I got one under my belt. They take a little bit longer than I expected to stitch, because it's pretty good coverage on like the Santa and the I did the Santa and the deer. Let's see. Dina with half stitch cross stitch had mentioned a website, Creative Poppy. It's creativepoppy.com. And because she had wanted to find a chart for a Biscornu, and she had showed the chart for the Herbert Biscornu, and oh my goodness, I went to the website and I snatched it up for myself. And I'll show you that here in a second. But Creative Poppy, it's all PDF downloads, and I am impatient waiting for things I want to stitch. So I love when there's the PDF option, and it makes them a little bit cheaper too, where they don't have the cost of printing the paper. They're just emailing it to you. So I snatched up 3 charts. They're all Barberena. She has some really cool charts. The first one I picked up, I had seen a few people stitch this, A Wicked Plant, All Hallows Eve, by Barberena, A Wicked Plant. Love the colors, and I will probably stitch it just like that. I think it's gorgeous. This is the Biscornu. It actually has quite a few other Biscornus and designers that have Biscornus on there, but this is another Barberena. Santa with a tree, ho ho ho, and it's called Christmas Biscornu. For those of you that don't know, I don't think I have a picture. I don't have a picture of a finished Biscornu, but you stitch this part, and then you stitch on a separate piece of fabric, just a square. And this isn't showing anything, but you just stitch where those little hashed lines are. And, which is basically, and that goes on the back. It's kind of like a pin cushion. You stitch a top piece and you stitch a bottom piece, and instead of matching it up as a perfect square, you kind of off kilter it and then stitch it. Because I was kind of confused when I heard people talk about Biscornus. I had no clue what they was talking about, and they're really cool, really cool. So I'm excited to make one of those. And the last chart I got from, oh, there's their website, creativepoppy.com. It is Let It Snow. I love theirs. There are several scenes that's on scissors like that. I just think that is awesome, and I just love that frame that it's in as well. So much to stitch, so little time. Okay. Then, oh my gosh, I kept eBay busy this past week. I have a couple things I still haven't got in yet, but I have got a few things that I ordered already. I have seen these little charts on 1-2-3 Stitch, and if you get on eBay just at the right time and sort and filter through things the right way, you can find really good deals on charts. This was, I think, $12 on 1-2-3 Stitch. They have the 3 little birds together as well, and I think it's $17, but the one little bird was like $12 or $13. I got this for $5, and it's the little Christmas chick. Oh my gosh, it is so adorable. I love that. I think it's probably a little more stitching than I have time to do this year for ornaments, so I could, oh, it's not too bad. I have to whip one up for myself and see. Oh, let's see, eBay. Then I have seen all the Prairie Schooler Santas. I think it's Vonna. It was Vonna that said she had like 250 ornaments, but I don't know how many are just Prairie Schooler. But I think what I want to do is a Prairie Schooler Santa ornament tree. So I'm going to go through and make a list of all the Santas that Prairie Schooler has, you know, ornament size, and start checking them off the list. So I've got 3, and I think I got a Redwork Santa chart already. So I got to get all that together. But off of eBay, I got these 4 charts, it was $10 plus like $2.89 shipping. Somebody at $3 a piece, which wasn't bad at all. And I missed out on a pack of 24. I just couldn't pull the trigger at this time of the year. It was just too much for me. It was 24 Santa charts for $75 and free shipping. They lasted on there maybe 18 hours and somebody snatched them up, which, I mean, that's $3 a chart. That's awesome. But I did get the 1991 Santa. It has a bowl of fruit and a pineapple. The 1989 Santa with a cardinal and a wreath, bird feeder. The 1988 Santa with a bag of toys. And this isn't Santa, but it's still a little ornament. A night garden with the little bunnies down there. And this is the one I'm most excited about because I wanted to get, I think I've mentioned before, I wanted to get a stocking to cross stitch. And I found one. So I was, you know, getting on eBay because it's an older chart. So I was getting on eBay trying to find, you know, something reasonably priced. And I stumbled across this. I don't even know. I think I was looking for a dimensions, and it's called Scenic Farm. If you watch the Joan and Kelly show, there is a finished stitching of it that she has framed that sits behind them in their floss tubes. I seen it a couple on their, not their last video 4, but oh my gosh, it is beautiful. It has some barns and a farmhouse. It reminds me of my uncle's farm, and so I think I was looking at for it because it's a dimensions kit, and I stumbled across this chart. But it's, and the other one, like I said, is called Scenic Farm, and there was 2 of them, and they were for auction and went for about $35. And I hated to pull the trigger on that one, but I did this one. So if you come across Scenic Farm and it's a good price, let me know. Comment on a video and say, hey, I found one, great price. And let me know where. I would appreciate it. But like I said, I did find this one. It is a stocking. It's the Gold Collection, and it's called Enchanted, oh my gosh, Enchanted Ornaments Stocking. And it is just beautiful. They got the barns, the deer, the cardinal. Is that not gorgeous? I seen that, and I got, there was a few listed on eBay, but I came across this one for the entire set, and it was for bid. So I watched it for, I think there were 6 days left on it when I started watching it. So I watched it, and up until the last day, and a few people started bidding on it. It got to $6.50, $6.99, something like that. So I thought, there's a few hours left. So the last 15 minutes, I went on there and I put in, I think $20 as my highest bid, and I got it for $8.50 plus $3.50 shipping. And it is the chart, all of the beautiful floss. Oops, oh, sorry about that. Chart. Oh, here it is. The floss is just gorgeous. I just think that is so pretty, all that floss. Oh heck. I thought it was numbered. Ooh. Okay. Anyway, got all the floss. And whoever's kit it was switched out the Ada. I don't remember if it was a 14 or 16 count Ada, and they had replaced it with a Zweigart 28 count ice blue. Oh my goodness. This was included for $8.50, and I think it was $3.50 shipping. 12 bucks. I got all of that. And this huge piece. Sorry, I know you can't see that. I'll just double it. But anyway, it's a beautiful, oh, it's kind of getting blown out. It's a beautiful ice blue that will be perfect. It matches the background of that stocking beautifully. It's gorgeous. I'm so excited. It will take a while to stitch. There's a bunch of half stitches. I think a lot of this in the background is half stitches. I hope that speeds it along because, oh my gosh, I would love to have this for next year. Okay, what else? Just looking at my notes quick. Okay, and then the last thing I got, it was my Floss Club. Oh, just a moment. It was my Floss Club from Victorian Motto. And I love the floss colors, but I'm wanting some more variegation in the flosses. So I think I'm going to switch to 3-Owl threads. I don't know why everyone's name is escaping me today. It's Trish. Trish with 3-Owl threads. She has, what does she call it? Oh, the nest. I forget what she calls it. I just have too much stuff going on. I can't remember what it's called, but she has a monthly floss club, and you basically choose which floss maker. You can choose General General Arts, Color and Cotton, Week Style Works. I love Week Style Works. Their colors are just gorgeous. So that's who I'm usually drawn to. So I'm going to go ahead and sign up to do the weeks. I'm not on social media, so if any of you are not on social media, Trish does have a Etsy shop, 3-Owl threads, and message her on there or ask her on her YouTube, and she just sends you the Google Sheet link, and you just sign up on Google Sheets, and she'll just invoice you from there. But this is my Victorian motto for this month. This is Palace, or Ice Palace. It's a beautiful, very, very, very light blue color. It's a really pretty ice color. Then we have French blue. It is gorgeous blue. Very pretty. This one is called Harvest. It's a gorgeous orange. It's a little bit brighter on the camera, but it's a gorgeous color. And this is Golden Rainbow. It has some nice variegation in it, the very light gold colors. And Sierra Sunset. And this one, you can see the variegation in that. It is just gorgeous. The browns and oranges. I love that. And this is Baked Caramel. And it has a DMC conversion, so it's not variegated really at all. I love the quantity you get. I believe these are 10-yard skeins. I mean, you get lots with her floss, but I just wanting some more depth in the floss, so I think I'm going to stop it for a little bit and go with the weeks from 3-Owl threads. Okay, and of course I'm still getting my Color and Cotton, and you know what, I'm probably going to get it today. There's a couple things coming in the mail today that we'll see next Flosstube. So I'm on to, well, speaking of haul and stash, I am on the lookout, and it's currently out of print, so they're few and far between. Hopefully they will start reprinting. Hoffman has the Prairie Schooler rights, so hopefully they will be releasing this chart soon. But Helen D and Miss T. Purcell are going to be saling, and Sal, S-A-L, is stitch along. My aunt watches my Flosstubes, and she's like, I don't know what some of these words you're saying mean. So Sal, S-A-L, stitch along. But it's the Prairie Schooler Happy Christmas, and I meant to pull up a picture of it. It's the Prairie Schooler Happy Christmas. It's the background is black. I'm gonna look it up real quick. Just a second. Okay, so it is called Prairie Schooler Happy Christmas. There's one on eBay right now, and I'm watching it, and it started out as a $6.50 bid. It's up to, I think, $16 right now, maybe. There's like 5 or 6 days left to go on it still, so I'm watching it, see what it goes up to. But this is it. I just think that is beautiful, with the church, the smoke coming to the houses, Santa and the reindeer. Oh my goodness. I just love it. Love it, love it. But like I said, they are doing a stitch along on this, and they are starting at Christmas Day. So, you know, I have about 6 weeks to find it. And even if I don't find it by then, it's still on it's my unicorn, I guess you could say, because I just think it's gorgeous. Love it. So if you come across it, let me know. Comment on my video of, hey, check it out on eBay, or this website has it in stock, or anything like that. I would appreciate it. Let's see, where were we? Oh, my finishes, I don't have any fully finished, and I honestly don't have any whips other than my usual big whips. It's kind of good because I'm trying to go through some of my maybe cross stitch or just cross stitch magazine ornament issues and stuff. The smaller things I'm going to pull out. I at least want to get, I think, 3 small ornaments done for gifts this year. So that's going to be my focus the next few weeks. Finishes. The first one is the Prairie Schooler, the Santa and Snowman. I did Santa with the deer. I thought he turned out real cute. I stitched this on 28 count even weave that I coffee and tea dyed. Happy with that. And I just started it on, I think I had gotten a yard of this and got it all at one time. So just got this big piece. I think I'm just going to stitch however many I can on here, so that way they're all uniform. I had that as a finish. I finally finished it with a summer stitching, but it's done. I had to finish up the white, like half of the white stripe over here and about 6 or 8 of the white columns down here, but it is finally done. Just need to get that in a frame and be ahead for summer. Yay. Okay. Okay, so that was all of my finishes. I do want to show you my little Christmas wall hanging that I did. Probably don't have a date on this either. And nope, I don't. So this is, I believe it was the Scandinavian snowflake is what it was called. Bunch of very itty bitty tiny squares to stitch with, but I loved it. I had made my mom, trying to think if I made my mother-in-law one. I think it was just my mom, a table runner. Because the pattern that I got gave you instructions if for, I think hers was 6 or 8 squares. No, I think it was 12-inch blocks. And I put maybe 5 of the stars together, or snowflakes together, to make a table runner. But I love snowflakes, and this, I just love this. So that was this week's project to show you. Okay, I wanted to talk about plans. I've watched a couple of Flosstubes, and the ladies talked about their plans for 2019. And this is what I grabbed a couple of their ideas that I really liked. And one of them was with Dina with half stitch cross stitch. Check her out. She stitches huge charts. And it is amazing what all that she stitches. It's great. But she was talking about, for her 2019 plans, is went through, she's already done it. I haven't done it yet. Her bigger charts, she is picking out one big chart a month to start. So January, she picked whatever, and she kind of did theme January. Maybe it was probably winter. I know July, she did a Christmas in July theme. And I like that idea because I have several big charts that I haven't started just because I want to get through some smaller ones, but I would like to at least get those started. So I think I might do that. Go through my stash, decide one big chart a month that I'll start. But I will also incorporate into that, I want to at least stitch one Christmas ornament or one Santa ornament a month as well. So I think I may do start one big chart, not necessarily finish it, but at least start it for that month, and also start and finish an ornament. That's important. So that's where collecting the Santa charts came into, the Prairie Schooler Santas. And then Cheryl with Tranquil Stitches, she is doing something called, what she called it, she named it herself, twip stitching, and pulls together the number 2 with whips, work in process. She is doing what she's calling twip stitching, 2 whips, basically whatever 2 whips she wants to work on, and she concentrates on the one that is closest to being finished. And I like that. And probably the one that's, that you don't work on as much carries over to the next month. So hopefully then that is made into what needs the least amount of work left to do. And I like that. Makes me feel like I'm getting something done, because I have, from my first Flosstube, I probably still have 10 of those bigger charts that need to be worked on. One of them that I showed in my first Flosstube was the Sweet Land of Liberty. So I think I want to incorporate the twip stitching, starting one chart and doing a Santa ornament for 2019. This past year, I've kind of gone crazy of getting up all these, or, purchasing all these new charts. I need to get them stitched. So I think I'm going to focus on that next year. But I will get more final plans together and do that in my December, probably mid-December Flosstube that I'll do. Don't know that I probably won't be here next week with the 2 Thanksgiving dinners I'm doing Thursday and Friday. So I probably will not get much stitching done between today and next weekend. So I will definitely be here the following Thursday. And so I'll have to stitch that Monday through Thursday to have something for you. Or I can buy a bunch, which I'm okay with that too. Okay, thank you so much for stopping in and visiting with me today. If you're new, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. And if you've been back, if you're returning, I appreciate you coming back and spending time with me. I appreciate all your comments and encouragements and ideas and thoughts. I'm up to 415 subscribers. Yay. So excited about that. Almost to 500. I think I gained over 100 from the last one. So 85 more. And I'm sure a project bag will be included in the giveaway. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. Hopefully within the next week or two, we'll hit that number. So like, share, comment, subscribe, hit that bell to get notifications. And I hope and pray all of you have a blessed Thanksgiving. Happy stitching.